on behalf of my sister Katie, my other sister Sally, and my older brother Tom. Some of you may wonder why the youngest son is speaking today, and that really goes back to Mom and Dad's 25th anniversary, where they wouldn't let me do anything at all, and they said, well, wait till the 50th and you can do something. I remembered, and as a result, I'm very honored, though, to be in the presence of so many people that mean so much to my parents. My immediate, I get choked up. Just to look out at this many people who support my mom and dad in all the various aspects of their life, their professional life, our various neighborhoods, the communities they've lived in. I'm so thankful for the career my father had, the friends my mom had at work, the new people they've met here in Oceanside that make their life so rich in retirement. It makes a child so happy to see that for his parents. So I thank you all for being here, and it's wonderful to have you. I also welcome the opportunity to talk a little bit about our family. There are certain things we know as fact as a family, and there are those things that we revere as legend among our group. What we know as a fact is that my father had a fantastic career, 40 years dedicated to one industry, maybe more than that, maybe 50 years, Dad. He taught us about hard work, discipline, dedication, commitment, and it really made a difference in our personal and professional lives. So we're thankful to Dad. What we revere as legend with my father is that in 40 years of the propane business, we really learned to respect that fuel most when riding with my father in the car. I don't know if you know that many of the people that were employed in the propane business had a 40-gallon tank of propane in the trunk on top of the gas tank. And so when we would drive around in Dad's Ford LTD, there was a crucial moment in our lives, and that was when we were going to be switching from propane to gas. We would mount the highest hill in the Orange County area. Everyone was to double check their seatbelts and calm down. Silence was called for in the car as we descended the hill. The switch went, and sometimes it worked and sometimes it didn't. I only know that I went to see Star Wars, and the first time Han Solo switched to hyperspace, many of my friends were thrilled by that event. I was like, you guys have never seen anything. The fact is that we have had a wonderful relationship with our mother as well. She taught us how to be flexible, easygoing, calm. It's the truth.
She's right over there. Go sit on her lap.
She's a wonderful woman and a treasure to us, and we love her dearly. The legend is that my mother was an early adopter of health and fitness, and some of her colleagues in that area are here today. Mom was very intent upon us being healthy, and we are, and we're thankful for that. Mom was so interested in reducing anything that was harmful in the house in terms of food that we slowly over the years eliminated red meat, pork, sodium, and for 2 weeks in 1982 she removed flavor of any kind. I'm trying to think what the next thing I wanted to talk about. Oh, yeah. Our family learned from our parents to take it as it comes. Because life's challenges present themselves, you don't know what's going to happen, and in 50 years of marriage, I'm proud of my parents, the way they handled the ups and the downs that occurred in our family. And truthfully, we had our share, and truthfully, we persevered with their leadership and love as our beacon to keep us heading in the right direction. The legend is that we carried that same attitude of take it as it comes, you never know when it's going to happen, to our relationship with the garbage collection. And those of you who are neighbors of ours may have seen an event. It happened once a week. We don't know what day it was still, because we're not sure what day the garbage came. But we would, when we heard that truck, run through that house like a bunch of crazy maniacs, removing every speck of garbage that there was, but we would never do it until we heard the truck come. I think, now the Ruskellis, now that I think back, the fact that they put their garbage cans out that night before, it seemed like every time that happened, the garbage would come the next day. And those of you that have ever witnessed this event, and I think the Gerondales probably did, is we would bring out every receptacle in the house. We did not stick to the traditional garbage can. We would bring waste baskets out. We didn't get it out early, but we got it all out at once. But we did take life as it came, and that was great. There is one last thing I want to say, and I'm very sincere in this, and that is we are a close family. And the truth is, I speak with my brother and my sisters regularly. We went on a cruise to celebrate Mom and Dad's anniversary, and it was wonderful, all of us together. I treasure the fact that we're a close family and we stuck together. And I think that it's because we had a happy, healthy home that my parents created in their 50 years of marriage. The legend is that we were never closer than the time we chose to drive to Kentucky in Dad's Ford LTD. All 6 of us. And mind you, there's 40 gallons of propane in the truck. So there's not a lot of space for our luggage. It was a tough trip, right? Dad slept on the back seat for the first 6 hours. You're a bright group, so you can do the math as to where the rest of us were. But the fact is that we made it. We made it to Kentucky, and we made it back. And the truth is, we made it as a family. For 50 years, Mom and Dad have led a family that we value and that we're appreciative of, and we're all better people because of you. So, Mom and Dad, if you come up, bring my champagne.
Where's Patrick's? Here,
If
bring
you
them.
would raise your glasses to Tom and Billie Nunan, to my mom and dad,
What, do you
to
need some?
50 years of marriage, and to 2 very wonderful people. Cheers.